adult wolf barks, puppies have an instinct to actually scatter. So when barking happens like that, they scatter. And when they scatter, this actually prevents or makes it harder for aerial predators to get them. And so that's true for young puppies, and it's a way that they survive. Now, as they get older, they lose that instinct to scatter like that, but they will always react with a fearful response when barking happens, because it means danger, danger. So, good question, but basically, yes, howling is not a danger signal generally. It means a lot of different things, depending on the context. But wolves, how many of you have ever heard that wolves howl at the full moon? Yeah, you've probably heard that. The reality is they howl at the new moon, the full moon, the half moon, the quarter moon, the whatever moon. Or they also howl during the day if they're awake. Now, Pat's probably mentioned that they were crepuscular. So I want you guys to repeat crepuscular. Crepuscular just means active at dawn and dusk. So an animal that's most active at dawn and dusk, that's when you're going to hear them more. So we tend to hear them at night more, so that's why people have associated with the full moon. Also, people traditionally were out longer when there's a full moon, right? Because if you didn't have artificial lights, you could use the moonlight to do your farming or whatever. If you're outside in the forest, you're more likely, or when you're outside, you're more likely to hear a wolf howling than you are if you're inside your house. Hence, that association. But the reality is, wolves howl whenever they feel it. The difference, though, is there is some seasonal changes. They definitely howl more in the breeding season. And during puppy season, when the puppies are in the den, that's the hardest time to get them to howl. And they tend to do quieter howling. Why? Because they don't want the predators to know where the puppies are. Because a lot of things will eat wolf puppies. So, those are some fun little facts. Now, it looks like only Monty is left trying to eat all the food. He probably irritated everybody else when they left.
There's one on the other side of the road.
Is there? Okay. Aspen's still eating too. They don't mess with Monty because he gets grumpy. You'll notice he's been like the least interactive today. But sometimes he can be very interactive, other times not so much. Now, notice that Niko is a black color. I wanted to point that out. These are all what we would call gray wolves, Canis lupus, okay? So that's their genus and their species. However, common names can be very confusing to people. Well, why is it called a gray wolf when it's not gray? Well, here's the reality. Those two are the traditional color that people call gray wolf. They're actually tawny, they're not gray. She is a very rare coloration of gray wolf, and she's actually gray. This is the first wolf we've had in many, many years that had that coat color. So that's pretty fun and fascinating. Now, however, you can have silver phase wolves, and those are just a black phase. When they call phase, it's just a color variation. He was born as a black phase. These guys were born tawny color. He was born kind of that gray color, which is fascinating. Niko, as he ages, will turn silver. He's already getting a lot of white in it. And there's individual variation in that as well. Like how long does it take them before they gray out or turn white? That depends a bit on genetics. We have had some lines of wolves that hold their color really, really into their old age and never go completely white. But a lot of tawny colors that go completely white. And we have one wolf right now on the property that is only 6 and she's almost all white. And then we have a 15-year-old that's held his color. He's grayed out a lot, but he's still got his tawny color. So it's pretty amazing the individual variation you get in coat color. So these coat color, these are all gray wolves. And they are in their summer coat. They're just shedding out that winter coat. So when you look at them, they might look a little goofy at the moment if you are used to looking at pictures of wolves. Because guess what? When do photographers take most of their pictures of wolves? Winter, because they got the nice, poofy, pretty coats. So when people come and look at our wolves in the summer, they're like, they don't look anything like they do in the pictures. Yes, that is true, because you've not seen the wolves in the wintertime. This is a summer coat. You wouldn't want that undercoat in the summer. And right now, we actually brush them and we help them get rid of their winter coat. But the undercut comes out first, and then they start growing in, and then they start growing in the summer coat, and then they shed their guard hairs. So the guard hairs are this part on top. And so Aspen's still got some old guard hairs. Benny, come here. Let's show off the guard hairs. So he's got some old stuff that's still here. Okay? He's got a new coat growing in underneath it, and he's got the old stuff coming off. So they tend to look a little goofy right now because they haven't fully grown in that beautiful new coat. But when it first grows in, it's real sleek because it doesn't have the undercoat and the guard hairs have not grown out as far. So when you come, if you were to come back in the fall, you would see that the coat looks different. The other thing about their coats are their coloration. If you were to look at a strand of that guard hair, it actually has multiple strands of color on it. You can see the black strands on there and the tawny and all of that. So if you look at one piece of hair, it's not all one color. It's got multiple strands of color. So it's really pretty fascinating. These guys also are very much adapted. Aspen, can you stand? I want to show them your sleekness. Come over here. Now I'm a wolf. That's lazy. There we go. Oh, now we're going to do scooties. Well, you know, they never do quite what you want. Okay, can you come over here and stand? I'm trying to show them how sleek you are, and you're being goofy. Okay. So one of the things I hope you notice as he walks is he's got a very narrow chest. They have really long legs and narrow chest. That chest, and if you watch their gait, if they ever decide they want to be active again, because he doesn't right now, he's like, I'm a wolf. I reserve my energy until I need it, and I don't need it right now. But at any rate, that is a gait, and that is a build that is designed to be able to move for long distances. Okay, they could go up to 35 miles in a day. And they can go really fast, not for 35 miles, but to chase their prey, up to 35, 38 miles per hour. And so they are designed to be able to do this. So they don't actually have as much extra weight as you would see in a dog. Dogs are built, usually, again, depends on what breed you're talking about, but dogs that tend to be built heavier. So if you were to look, if you look at how tall they are, you would never guess their weights. If I told you their weights, they'd be the weight of a dog much smaller than them. For example, the boys here, Aspen and Monty, are only about 92 pounds. Khewa, well, she's a big female. She's currently 94 pounds, but she's not as tall as them. So that's the thing, though. They're designed to be able to run, so they don't have a lot of extra fat on them, and they also don't have real dense bones because they're designed to be able to not get stuck in the snow and all of that. Alrighty, any more questions? So the question is, how many pups are usually in a litter? And the answer is, the average is 4 to 6. But that average is based on animals in the wild after they come out of the den. What we've found in captivity is that we've seen litters varying up to 8 and 9 in a litter. However, in the wild, those would not all survive. And they probably wouldn't survive out of the den, and so you wouldn't even notice when they came out of the den because they have to compete. And if you have 9, you're going to have some that are not very healthy. And so in captivity, they might survive, not in the wild. And then really by the end of the year, only probably about half survive. It's a hard life. They have to be fed every day, so the parents regurgitate for them. And so the parents have to do a lot. The whole pack has to take care of those babies because they don't take care of themselves. It's a good question. So let's try one more howl. Aspen, Monty! Hey guys, can you stop running and bring them in so that the humans are not running and teasing the wolves, please? Okay.